I'm sending this video directly to you. I'm not going to post this one out. Just finished doing a little bit of a play comparison between your Meyer New York metal clarinet mouthpiece and my Meyer New York hard rubber Truflex. Now, a couple of things to note. When I measure this, and I'll do it this way so you can see, right at the tip, oops, did this thing zero out on me or did it, oh, let me see. Yeah, that's right. I just got to remember I've seen it backwards. Okay. Oops, it slid off. Oh boy, I bet you were having moments there. Okay, this is almost 0.52, 52 and a half. I'm going to bring it back just a hair. There. Okay, 0.052. That's big. Now, note the Truflex. 0.045. We've got a massive difference between the metal and the Truflex. Now, I will show you, as you can look at the table, you can see the table's been leveled, okay? So you can just barely still see that there. And you can see the tip had actually broken and was replaced. It was put back on. But as far as I can tell, the rails have not been touched. Okay, now, let me shut this off, save the batteries. Going to my magic book, i.e. the Theo Wani Guide. And let's see, tenor, baritone, soprano, clarinet. Okay, now what I want to do is I'm actually going to use the gauges. And let's see what what these are measuring side by side. By the way, I play tested using my Charles Bay Pagoda. That's what first told me something was up as far as the differences in the facing, because the hard rubber played easy and the metal was like trying to, blow air through a straw. And then when I was using both of them, I either used a Van Doren V12 number 3, or I used my Legere 2.5. They were day and night difference in playability. In fact, yeah, and I'll be honest with you, the Meyer New York, the hard rubber, it just doesn't have a sound that I like. So, we're going to start off with the metal. We get this on here, and let's see what. Okay, now this is a number 5, so with the simple, the 0.02 feeler, according to Theo's book, I should be seeing somewhere around 0.038. Yeah, 0.028. This is a very short facing. Okay, this is the 0.010. Okay, and as you can see, it's not quite sitting level, but it's reading right around 0.20. Okay, using the 0.6. That could be why this thing wasn't playing well. Okay, the left side is reading at 0.12, and the right side is reading at 0.16. Okay, so if you were going to continue to use this one, I would highly recommend getting Brad to do his magic on it, if you can. All right, and using the 0.86 feeler, the left rail comes in at 0.08, the right rail comes in at 0.10. Okay, and then the 0.50, which according to the book should come up at like a number 1. I can't even get it to get in. Okay, so if it's reading anything, it's reading at a 1. Okay, so that's the metal. Now let's do a comparison with the hard rubber New York. Okay. Okay, using the .02, we're coming up at an even 30. And according to the book, I should be seeing 38. Okay, so these were short facings, okay? Now, this is the .02. Am I reading that right? Oh, the .010, sorry. Okay, and that's reading .22. Now that should be somewhere around .26. Okay, the 034 feeler, a solid 12. Should be a 16. The .86, or sorry, the 86 millimeter, the .34 is a solid 0.8. And our legendary .05 can't even get it in. Okay? So, both of these are classic short facings, which, if I remember right, a lot of classical clarinet players do prefer a short facing. Now, just as a comparison, I know it's apples to oranges. My Kaspar. This is the Ann Arbor, Michigan, superb with the 1-star and no other markings on it. Has the 3 rails. I think that means it was done on a Chedeville blank. You can correct me on that one. We're going to go and we're going to use this, do the same measurements. Okay. All right, this is the .02, and that comes in at a solid 32. So this is actually kind of a short face also. Okay. This is the .010 feeler, coming in at 22. The .024 is 12. The .034 is actually 6. All right, and the 50, I can't even get into it. Okay, so this has got a classic small face also. Now the tip on this one, and I'm already zeroed. .045. Okay, which explains why I can't get a .50 into it. Okay, I'll go ahead. I've got my L27 here, and what I'll do is I'll do the metal one first. Now, I will tell you that trying to play with this little ligature that slides on and off, and I'll do it with the original, can be cumbersome to say the least, only because it tends to fall off. Okay, I've already greased up the cork. Okay, and what I'll do is I'll use, let me see, yep, number 3. Okay. Maybe I slid it, the ligature on backwards. Can you do that with these? Maybe I did. I didn't even know they had a backwards. I did. Yep. Okay. Okay. Now. All right. Oh, there's the mark. Okay. So there is a mark on it to show which way it's supposed to go. Okay. So this is the metal number 5. It takes some air pressure, you know, and being primarily a jazz guy, I normally don't play with that much pressure. But, okay, now, the Meyer, this is the New York Truflex. Same reed. And I'll use my Charles Bay Pagoda. I've got the Silverstein and the Pagoda. I kind of like the Pagoda. It vibrates a little bit more freely than the Silverstein, if such a thing can be said. And plus it's classier looking to me. Okay, so this is the Meyer New York Truflex number 5. You immediately feel whoosh! Drastic difference, no effort, no pressure, because the facing is so much smaller. Yeah, I'd have to use a much harder reed on this one. Okay, now, just as a playtest comparison between the two, or the 3 I should say, all right, my Kaspar. Okay, again, same reed. And if you had told me before that there could be such a drastic difference in the facing sizes, I would have been skeptical, to say the least. I mean, I trust you as the authority to go to, but I would have been somewhat skeptical of it being that drastic. So, all right. Okay. So that's my Kaspar versus the 2 Meyers. Just for fun. Since we're here, if I can get this cap off, this is my Pomarico crystal. This is what I normally play on. This is what I've used in church, and I've used for over a year now. This actually replaced my Gale, triple rail Gale that I was using. Okay, so let me slide this on. This again is the Pagoda ligature. Normally I use a Silverstein, but I've really gotten to where I like this Pagoda. It's the pure rhodium, by the way. Okay, all right. All right, so that's my story on the 2 Meyers, and then just a quick add-on of my Kaspar and my Pomarico Pagoda. I mean, my Pomarico Wizard. Hope it helps you out, buddy. Appreciate you. Talk to you soon.